Let's see. All right, late night stream. It is 6:30 where I am, so it isn't that late for me. I typically do it at 5 o'clock after work, but it's a little bit busy today with some other stuff. So, yeah. So we go live when we can. HFT. Is that hash flow? Yeah, it is hash flow. We haven't looked at this in a while, but it hasn't been doing anything. What's up, Silver Days? Alo's in the house, not here because he doesn't want to be here at 10 p.m. his time. Vince is in the house. What's up? Aloysius. Hey, that's a sick name. If that's your name, that's a pretty cool name. Sounds like you're a Spartan or something. I don't know. Sounds like you're a warrior. Silver Day says crypto after dark. It's actually not that dark here. It's pretty light. Let's see. You up late, man. It's 6:30, so it's not that late. Usually I live stream like at 5, but again, I had other obligations. I was taking care of some other stuff, so go live when I can. Grimaldi, man, long time no see. Grim is in the Grim Reaper. The man, the myth, the legend. He is in the chat. What's up, Grim? Long time no see. JC for $4.99. Hey, thank you so much for the 4 beans. I guess we're gonna jump right into this. Elon, man, I'm still not rich yet, if that's what you're asking. So for Elon, I guess we can make a video on it. Taking a look at Dogecoin Mars on the live stream. So obviously, one of the indicators that we noted last time was the fact that the daily RSI was extremely oversold, and that does typically signal some sort of bounce, no matter whether it's like a 10%, 15, 20%. This one so happened to have been around 13%. So we got some sort of bounce, but regardless on the macro time frame, which is I'm sure what we're all interested in, unfortunately it's still bearish as long as it's under this area of resistance at 21 to 34. And then obviously a breakout, you should come back up to the 618, retest 6073. But that's pretty much it for Dogecoin. Unfortunately, there's nothing else to look at. I mean, I guess you could argue that the next area of support, which is where I think is 707 to 8, which is where we got that number from, was around the 618. I guess taking it from when it first released, I don't know how. Wow, my cat's trying to get in my backpack. Hey, it's closed. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't know how reliable that is going to be because this is like when it was first released. So technically 707 to 708 is the next area of support, and you could say it coincides perfectly with the 618. So just keep in mind, if we do get one more push down and one last capitulation down, if we get that, that is going to be the next landing pad for Dogecoin. But as long as we could start maintaining some sort of uptrend, making higher highs, and creating some sort of structure that invalidates this downtrend, the targets on the upside are also valid, which is at least, I want to say, the 618 retracement, which is from the current price around almost a 700% pump. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated as always, and I will catch you in the next video. And then dogging me. I like dogging me, but I don't have any, but I like it. I do really think that this thing's going to go nuclear at some point. Super small market cap. I mean, what is it? It was like 26 last time we looked at it. Sogging me. What is it now? okay, 25, whatever, 26. It's still 26. So for Dog and Me, nothing has really changed. You did sell off. You did go down on the indicators, which is good, as long as we maintain this uptrend and we're still in this channel and we keep levels over 33, which is, if you watch the weekly update videos, it's been that since back in April. So it's been the same target. I mean, obviously it's been the same price too. You bought it, you bought it back in April and you end up at the same price, So it hasn't really done anything. It's just been accumulating and consolidating sideways. But technically, when we do turn bullish again, the targets on the upside are also valid. And if we maintain this uptrend and this channel, then the next higher high should take you to 2047, which as of today is going to be around an 11x. So for easy math, let's just say it's a 10x. So you're still looking at a 250 million. So you could go a whole another 10x from there and be overall 100x, and you'll still be only at 2.5 billion. But that's if this is going to be the coin that does that, right? I don't know. There's so many different coins. So that's pretty much it for Dog and Me. And thank you so much for the 5 beans. That's awesome. First super chat of the night, going strong. So I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Sparta, yeah, Aloysius. This is Sparta. Let's go. I'm Central Time, Texas. Yeah, so you're 2 hours ahead, right? Yeah, you're 8:30. I think Aloe might be Florida time, so Aloe is 9:30. Yeah, 9:30. I'm East Coast. Ari, you are also probably in Florida, so it's time for bed at 9:30. Nice. Just want to say hi before bed. I'll watch your video tomorrow. Thank you for all you do. Yeah, and before you go to bed, just let me know what you want me to look at for you. I'll like look at the videos and then I'll post the update videos after I get off. And then that way tomorrow when you wake up, you could see the update videos of the coins since you're not going to be here. So before you leave, feel free to just write it, and when I get a chance, I'll take a look at it and post videos for you. Looks like up season is stalling. I know. Aloe, this dude. Look at this dude. Look at this. That's funny, man. This dude. Yeah, can we put Faircaster and base Pepe? Yeah, we can. Faircaster, didn't you, what the? Faircaster? I don't see a Faircaster. But I think base Pepe is on here, right? Oh wait, no, on here. Yeah, I think we have a chart for this. Yeah, base Pepe, it's we do need to redraw our targets because unfortunately we broke down. We are in this channel, so just be careful. We're still validating this channel. You need to get some sort of consolidation accumulation over this previous low. I'd say, obviously, it's a gamble, but there's no reason why you can't make money like last time. Again, we bottomed out. We came up to 382, got stuck, and went down. So, I mean, if you're in for a short trade, that's around a 200%. And then, again, it came back up here. You're looking at 193%. And again, now we have resistance here, which hopefully we do get a breakout from this area. But you're looking at around a recovery of 79 to 186, and then Moonboy target will be around a 5x. But again, this is such a small market cap that it could blast past all of those levels. So you just never know. Why don't you put your other 10K into Dog and Me or double down in Elon? Because I'm scared, actually. Because I don't want to buy, because for me it's like either I make it anyway or we capitulate and my 10K Elon is now going to be 5 grand, and then I could put 10K more into that position and have like 2 times as many coins. Sorry, 3 times as many coins. And then that's worst case scenario, because if that happens, oh my gosh, that would be detrimental. But if it never happens, then there's no reason why Elon can't go up to at least the 786 retracement, getting me back like my money and then being at 70K, But don't get me wrong, if it does do something stupid, I will consider putting it in Elon. And I might consider putting it in Dog and Me. I don't know yet. I don't want to tell you that I want to. There's a couple coins that like if I'm gonna gamble with, I would. Billy is one of them. Used car is one of them. I know I have those two on my watch, like on on my list of like coins that I would gamble with. Dog and Me and Key Cat are the other ones. And then the really crazy ones are GST and Spell Token, because there's no way both of those coins are going to get delisted without having some sort of retracement. But that's like a gamble, because if you look at both of those charts, they're literally at the all-time lows. Okay, so is OXT. So I might even throw in some money and not ape in all the way to OXT. So I got my rotation plays, or not rotation plays. I got my like plays that I would, consider. But as of right now, I don't want to do anything yet, just in case we get a big capitulation down. I don't want to get wrecked. I don't want to throw all my crypto money in right now. Flip coins for 10 beans. Let's go. Blue, please. Blue. Is that Bluefin? Yeah, it is Bluefin. Oh my god, what the... Let me see. Oh, Bluefin's doing pretty good. Ups 53%. Let me see something. I don't like this, but that doesn't mean that the coin can't go up. It is also relatively a small market cap already, so it has that going for it. I'll give you my honest opinion. If this thing was like at 48 million and the fully diluted was at like 10 billion, I'd be like, hey, like really be careful with this. But this doesn't look too crazy. Bluefin. Yeah, it's not bad as long as it can maintain this uptrend. So for Bluefin, I guess we could take a video. Taking a look at Bluefin on the live stream. So from the high to the low, it does look like we had a 382 retracement. So we did get stuck at 16 cents. Keep in mind, this is still resistance. We don't need to worry about support right now until we actually get a confirmation breakout. So until we get a breakout and it's confirmed, meaning price action stays over here and we start making higher highs. As of right now, you're attempting to break out. The next target on the upside is going to be 30 cents. However, with any sort of pullback, which keep in mind is going to reset the RSI and the stock RSI, we do need to stay over 10 cents for a continuation up. If we do break below this area, then we are probably going to come back down. If not, make a lower low, validate a bigger downtrend. And that's pretty much it for Bluefin. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. And let me know what else you want me to look at for you, flip coins. Thank you so much. Moonwell and Cookie would be awesome. Let me just bring these up, and then that way I can look at these for you later. Moonwell. And would you say Cookie Dow? Cookie Dow. Kenneth says Toshi. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great night, Ari. I'll put you'll see these videos tomorrow morning, because after the live stream I have to edit all the videos and then post them and then schedule them out and stuff. So you'll see it on the channel in the morning when you wake up. Faircaster's on base. I'll try to take a look at it. I'll try to find it again. Faircaster. Oh, I guess it's this. Oh, this is a number. Oh yeah, I already looked at this. Okay, we'll take a look at it. What's up, Coinon? How are you? Altcoin index dropped to 55. I really don't believe this. I don't really believe this. And the reason why I don't believe this is because of this. Look at this. Like, you have MYX, which I think is like, this really messes up the calculation. If they're calculating this coin just came out, right? And it wasn't on any exchanges or whatever, and it just pumped, and then they have it listed on exchanges, and that's when you get them basically releasing it on people, and then the price action go down. It's inflationary, blah blah blah. I don't believe in that. I don't believe like these coins are actually real. I want to see Link up here. What I think we're gonna have like actual altcoin indicator and alt season when Avalanche is at like up here, when Link is up here, when BNB is up here, when XLM is up here, when Flare, Pengu, sure, Pengu, I don't know what CFX is. Crow, IP, all these are all valid. But then you got XPL, Aster, you got Aster. Like this thing, they released it and they pumped it at 1800%. That's not fair. They have this coin that I've never heard of, and then they have MYX, which they just released on everyone. So I don't really believe that. I'm not buying that. Seems like BTC is gonna bounce. Is gonna bounce at least a little bit. How old are you, by the way? I'm not gonna tell you how old I am. Nobody's gonna know any personal information about me. Obviously, I'm not gonna release that information online. So, nobody's gonna know me. I mean, if you know me, you know me. But if you say anything, I'm gonna ban you. But I don't think anybody actually, like where I am, I don't think anybody watches me. But I know actually my friend does, but he would never like release my personal information, like my birthday, how old I am, like where I work and things like that. Like nobody's ever gonna know. I am old though. Actually, I'm not that old. Never mind. Here, I'll give you a hint. I'm under 50. I am under 50 years old. Been loading MXC and MOG. We can only look at MOG when Matthew Dropco comes in. Jason Sinkar for 2 beans. Thank you with the Toshi logo. So I definitely do have to take a look at Toshi. Flipcoins for 10. Let me know what else you want me to look at for you. I'll take a look at SNEC and obviously the coins I know, but just let me know if in case you want me to look at anything else for you. Toshi, Binance soon. Recently 5 exchange listed. All right, let's see. Let's do our research for this. I'm going to fact check you. For 2 beans. Yeah, Toshi looks great too. This is the other one that looks great. Dog and Me and Toshi. Toshi looks a little bit better because look, you can see this uptrend forming and this like area of compression happening. But Dog and Me is a little bit like lower, so it's like it's very low to its previous break point and maintaining the and the channel. So Toshi's doing pretty good. I personally, the reason why I like Dog and Me better is because look, Dog and Me is a 25 million market cap, and then Toshi is actually a 300 million market cap. So I mean that's not a lot. Like there's no reason why this can't go to like 5 to 10 billion market cap. Is when we're and then as far as the TA goes for Toshi, we're still waiting to break out over this area at 3 zeros. 3 zeros 85. All right, Toshi based on public. Oh yeah, exchange date announcement started trading September 17th, so it got listed on L-Bank on September 17th. Okay. Bidget Innovation and Meme Zone. So Bidget, it got listed on September 30th, 2025. So today. Oh, it just got listed today. Toshi just had a listing today. And it was listed on KuCoin back in December 3rd, 2024. Let me see. So that is 3 in the last year, but unless it's like also taking futures, perpetual, and derivatives, which if that's the case, then it was listed on Toolbit for perpetual contracts on September 17th, and it was listed on Binance perpetual contracts on September 17th. You can leverage up to 75x, bro. Be careful. Don't. Oh my God. Coinbase International and Coinbase Advanced Perpetual Futures. Damn, Toshi's being listed on perpetual futures. Wow. Oh no, that already happened. Okay, that already happened. Wow, that's not bad. Okay, yeah, that's true. Let's see. You're 237 years old. I feel 237 years old. Yo, Jason Sinkar, thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. What's up, Crypto Meow? You know me. I'm holding Doge for dear life right now. Hanson, what's up? Let's take a look at Doge for you. Damn, super chats are coming in tonight, dude. Thank you so much. Like, that's awesome, man. Last day of the month, yo. Let's get it. Oh yeah, so we did come down to this area of support, and now we're getting some sort of bounce. The good thing is that you did break out over it, so you didn't come back and get stuck at this previous support, which is now resistance. You do want to see price action over 23 cents. And then that next higher high obviously is going to like, look, this is perfect. You're making higher highs. 36 cents is in play for Dogecoin. When do you think Bitcoin CME gap is going to be filled back up to 109? I have no idea. Is there a CME gap? Aloysius, the Spartan, for $10 for $9.99. Yo, thank you so much for the 10 beans. Happy 50th. Oh, it's on my birthday. I already had my birthday like not too long ago without giving it away. But hey, thank you so much. And let me know if there's anything you want me to look at for you. I'm not 50. I said I'm not 50 years old. That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. I got 150 billion MOG right now. I can't stop buying. Yeah, you and Matthew Jopko have a lot of MOG. Here's our MOG whales, man. That's crazy, dude. If it goes up, oh my gosh, yeah. If it goes up like a 10x, man, which I don't think it's too crazy. Let me see. I don't think 10x for MOG is crazy because you're still looking at a 2.6 billion market cap. And the highest that it's ever been was 1.20. So 1.20, and then you're going to get a 2x on the price. Yeah, that's a lot. That's like what is that? That's 60, that's like $70,000 right there. That is a lot of money, man. So what is that times 10? That's 700K. So after taxes, you're probably looking around 400,000. But if it does like a Shiba Inu, man, you'd be set for life. That's what you're waiting for. You were hoping that MOG is the coin that does a Shiba Inu or Dogecoin. Because Dogecoin went to 80, Shiba went to 40 billion. And, you know, even if MOG goes to 20, you're looking at a 100x, even from here. So you're looking at 7 mil. So now is it going to go there? I don't know if it has that kind of liquidity, or I don't know if there's that much buying and that much liquidity that's going to be going into MOG. But it is a safe bet to say at least like still under 5 billion market cap. And let me know if there's any coins you want me to look at for you. Let's see. You're just doing it for my 50th birthday, dude. That's very nice, Aloysius. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate the 10, and I really hope we make it. A couple coins I was looking at that I think might bounce are Zora and Zon. We can look at that. We can take a look at that. Flip coins for 10 set CKB and VeChain. Oh, you still have CKB. That's Nervous Network, right? We haven't looked at that in a while. It probably hasn't been doing anything, right? Yeah, it hasn't been doing anything. So it's still, unfortunately, it's still in this downtrend. You put in a low here, but like I don't think it was like any support, right? Or unless it was a 786. No, it wasn't any support. So yeah, I mean, like right now, technically, the targets on the upside are still valid at 207 and 1 cents 40. So once this breaks, but again, you don't want to come up and hit the downtrend and make a lower low. So you need to get a breakout. That's 85% to 200. So even here, we had that 618 retracement. We made a lower low on the shorter time frame. Here, we came up to the 236382. We got stuck, and that's where we're at. We're just stuck here still. So, and the price got rejected here, and you're coming back down, but we just need to get a breakout over this area and over 2078. And then you said VeChain. How is Beam looking, actually? Because I feel like that's... Yeah, dude. Oh, my God. Dude, come on, Beam. Have this break. Dude, it literally looks like it wants to break out. But Michael Kiliane isn't here, but... or whatever his name is, or his username is. Kelly. Let me see. Hey. Come here. Go find me. Lady. Dude, the outdoor cat was limping the other day. And we were like very worried and very scared for it. Because I don't know what happened with her back leg or something. But I was like, oh man, I'm very concerned. Yeah, VeChain, it actually came down to the uptrend. I guess we'll make a video. Taking a look at VeChain on the live stream. So we actually came back down to this uptrend. We are using this uptrend as support as of right now. Technically speaking, as long as it's over here, you're still your targets on the upside are still valid at 2 cents 70 to 4 cents. Now you're looking at around a 24 to 96% pump. And then once you get a breakout, and if you validate this chart, the next higher high is around 14 cents. And then from there, we'll have to take a look at the macro targets. But what you don't want to see is price action break below this uptrend. So if it does, then we're probably in for a bigger correction, and we're probably going to come back down to these lows, if not make a lower low. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we get a nice little recovery and relief rally that actually pushes us over this area of resistance. That's the best case scenario, and that's exactly what you want to see with VeChain. And that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for the support. And thank you so much for the 10 beans. I really appreciate that, Flipcoins. That's awesome. All his ends has wife home, gotta go. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm stuck in XPL and really curious if this is the moment to get out. Can you look at the short term? Oh, let me see. Wait, were you the one that like commented? And I said, let me see. Oh yeah, please cover XPL possible. I haven't responded to that because I haven't made the video yet. I'm glad you made it to the live stream though. Look, I have it up right here. Where's it? Where's that? Oh, this one, right? Yeah, we have it up. So, hi, new guy here. Can you look at TWTR? Yeah, I can. Let me look at a couple coins like Plasma and then make sure there are no member coins. All the super chats are taken care of. So yeah, we'll take a look at this afterwards. TRWA. Dwarwa. I've never heard of this coin. I mean, what it looks like it came on, it's just consolidating sideways. Let's see. And did we make a video on Toshi? We did. Yeah, we did. Plasma. So Plasma, I don't know where you got in, but 1.9 billion market cap. This coin came out in September. So what that tells me is, again, 1.9 billion, 10 million fully diluted. So if you ever want to like look at a coin in tokenomics, you go to CoinMarketCap and you look at the total coin unlock schedule, and you can see that today they just like started releasing coins, right? So the next time you get coin release is going to be October 31st, November 28th, December 26th. So you have token unlock scheduled all the way to 2028. That doesn't necessarily mean that like this isn't going to do like this is going to zero. It does mean that it is inflationary, and temporarily it increases selling pressure, and it does push the price down because, again, it kind of like devalues all the coins that are out there. And depending on what the token unlocks are for, they're usually like selling to make their money, right? I personally don't like those coins. I don't want to FUD you out because there's no reason why this coin can't go up. There is obviously a reason why you bought it. So I kind of have to like say that all the time. But like whenever a coin comes out and it looks like this, it's not really bullish. But let's see. So yeah, so for Plasma, I mean this is TA on the hourly, okay? So right now you broke so I would say the next area of support for XPL for Plasma is around 90 cents. I think the RSI should be oversold, which it actually was oversold, and hopefully you create some sort of bullish divergence and break out of here. Oops. And I would say the target's temporarily, like you asked, you said temporarily, what is it? You might get some sort of recovery rally and relief rally to $1.13 to $1.23, and then once that breaks out, you might actually have a 618 retracement at $1.41. So you have the opportunity to sell anywhere between 17, I know that's not a lot, and 33%. So depending on how much you're down, I mean, if you exactly bought the top, then you're down like 43%. That's getting some money back at least. You'll only be down 15%. But again, typically with these coins, you come back up, you have these dead cat bounces, and it just basically makes lower highs, lower lows. But I think with newer coins like this, maybe they don't want to do that, and maybe you'll get some sort of pump that breaks you out of here and you start making higher highs, kind of like what happened with IP Story. So that's another one. That's another coin that came out and then like had a whole bunch of token unlocks, right? So you came out and this thing immediately like started going down, before having a nice pump, and then like it ended up making a higher high. So at some point you were down, you know, if you bought the top, you were down 66%, and then you got all your money back, and then you actually made an all-time high, which is a 5x. So, you know, just you know, do your own research, make sure you understand the coin, and those are the targets on the temporarily on the shorter time frame. But if you want to get out, yeah, the 618 retracement at $1.40 or something, that's probably like that would be, in my opinion, a good time to get some money back. But if it breaks past that, then you're getting a breakout and it's going to make all-time highs. So it depends. Are you going to get greedy like Allo or no? Let's see. Mog is the cheapest. I got that. XCN. Eric says XCN. We could bring that up. 1 penny. Wife's home, gotta go. I already said that. Hi, new guy. TW. Oh, yeah, that's right. We gotta look at this coin. Thoughts on XCN. I'll take a look at it. Truly appreciate your Toshi videos. Londano for 10 says, go get some Starbucks, my man. Let's go. Yeah, I gotta get that. I gotta get the new cold foam, the protein cold foam. Kenneth Markham says, do you? I don't know. Do I what? XCN, bro. Yeah, I'll take a look at XCN after I took a look at Darwa for the new guy. Yeah, Allo, did you sell your Vara? I ain't leaving. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Allo's not leaving. How's Vara doing? I looked at it earlier today, but then I got busy. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. You might actually, like, you might have actually bottomed. You actually might have bottomed, but like 99% of the time, Allo, like when this stuff happens and you come all the way down, you got something like this, literally. So just please, I don't know. I can't really tell you to do anything. Do you think Toshi can 10x before December? Okay, so questions like that, dude, I would be lying if I said yeah. Like you wouldn't respect me as a person if I told you yeah. I think you need to rephrase the question because you're asking like by a certain amount. Okay, by a certain amount of time. Toshi can just get like listed on Robinhood and it could go 10x overnight. Toshi could have like we could accumulate for 3 years and then Toshi could get listed, or it could get a partnership with Google in a year and it could go 10x, right? I don't know. But what I do know is it's a 306 million market cap. It's fully diluted. It's not inflationary. It's on Coinbase. It has very good volume. It's like around 10%, which is really good. And it has a really, really, really good chart. It has a very bullish chart. So these are the things that like you look at before you throw money into the market, right? This thing is so bullish. Like this chart looks so bullish. This chart, like I said before, even with Dog and Me looks so bullish. This looks even more bullish than that. Like literally, if you can't like this, you got coins that are basically like down here at their lows, about to break lower. Like you got Dogecoin Mars that's like all the way down here. You got my OXT that's like that just made all-time lows. You got Spell Token and GST and all this other, all this other coins that made lower lows. So like you have a coin like this that's all the way up here that's about to break the 618 that hasn't dipped with the entire market, and you're still making higher highs and higher lows. Very bullish. I don't know when, but I can tell you that I think that based on this information, we will get a breakout. I just don't know when. I can't tell you when. You don't want to know. Like you can't ask anybody that. Anyway, let me look at TWR for the new guy before he unsubscribes. Darwa. Okay, so this is also relatively a new coin, so I can't really, there's really limited information I can work with. So looking at it on the hourly, I think we're actually over the 382, right? No. So we came back 0.5 support. Are we getting stuck at, and I'm sorry if I missed anyone's coins. Can you please let me know if I did? Yeah, so we are getting stuck at the, damn, I got like huge, like so much ringing in my ears all of a sudden. That's how you know I'm like old. Yeah, so on the shorter time frame, we are getting stuck at resistance at 208 to 209. I'd say once you break out of this area, 1 cent 30, and then a breakout, all-time highs of 5 cents is in play. Again, this coin just came out, right? So it's a 57 million market cap, and you're looking at price discovery and targets of, let's just say for easy math, of 5x. So what is that? Where is it at? What is that? 5x is 250 million. So not impossible. But what you don't want is breaking down, making a lower low, and breaking the 0.5, and then actually going back down to the 618 retracement, which is this area at 2047, which will be a really big capitulation. It'll be around another 40% drop. So just keep that in mind. So if you're in it, you're in it, hold. If you're waiting to dollar cost average down, maybe 40%. And that's why I haven't bought Dogecoin Mars yet, because if that happens, then it's like, oh great, I get it at 40% off. Londano, thank you so much for the 10. I will get Starbucks. And what was I saying before I got distracted? They did come out with the protein cold foam, so you can actually add protein to your cold foam now. So I'm gonna go get, I'm gonna get like pumpkin cold brew, or not pumpkin cold. I'm gonna get shots of espresso with oat milk, and then I'm gonna get like a pumpkin cold foam on top with the protein, and that's gonna be like $7 or $8. So, and with the other $3, I'll get a scratcher or something, and if I win the jackpot, we can split it, man. I'll come find you. Do I think Kenneth? Oh yeah, I already read that. Yeah, I'm probably cooked. It's okay though. Well, you never know. You did buy a generational bottom. I looked at the coins, and this looks by far the juiciest. Yeah, it is. I really hope, I think you'll be fine. I still really do think you'll be fine. I really do think it's going to go up. 610 million Toshi. How much money is that? 100 million is 7,000, so 6 times 7 is what? 49? No. 42, right? Yeah, it's 42. So what is that? $42,000 in Toshi? So you're looking at $420,000, and it's still being under a 5 billion market cap. So it's not that's not too crazy though, want. Sharon says, I just wonder if a breakout is possible before a bigger pullback. Thanks for covering XPL. I got in about 150. Damn. Yeah, I mean, it happens to the best of us. So don't like we've all bought the top. We've all bought the top on coins. So let me see. What am I looking at? XPL Plasma. Yeah, so don't worry. I bought the top on a couple coins, and well, I didn't buy the exact top. Wow, you like literally bought it almost. It happens to us though. Yeah, you bought here. Okay, so you bought here. This is coincide with any areas. So you're looking at least a 40%, which isn't too crazy. You're down 36, so every 1,000 is down to 640. That does kind of coincide with the 786, but if you come up here and make a lower high and validate a downtrend, you are looking at $1.41. So you're not that far off. If you want to wait until it comes up to $1.41 and then just completely get out, that's the thing. I mean, it might get stuck at the 236382. Kind of like every single time we had a dip. Yeah. So it's either $1.24 or $1.41. But I really do hope it goes back up for you. So at least you can get out. How are the coins though? So it's only, okay, so it's pretty big market cap, 1.4 billion. It has really good volume though. What is it on? It's on Binance. It's on Upbit. I mean, you might be fine. Also, as far as the token unlocks, they, like, not to scare you, what are they releasing though? Oh, they're releasing ecosystem incentives. So when you do this, you could see that like the ecosystem incentives go up. I don't know, you're gonna have to do the research, but look up what the ecosystem incentives is. Because if it's something that increases selling pressure, then like you really want to hurry up, get out sooner than later. But again, I mean, it's really tough. Why did they release it at such a high? Why did they release it at such a high market cap? You know, maybe, yeah. Damn, you could stake it on KuCoin. You probably have it on Binance. Hmm. I don't know. We'll keep looking at it though. I mean, it did just come out. I'm not a big fan of new coins, obviously, but we'll keep taking a look at it. So just feel free to come by. Nice. If you're ever in Houston, Texas, we'll go big Texas barbecue dinner. We're gonna go to what do you call it? Texas Roadhouse. We're gonna go to Texas Roadhouse and we're gonna eat a whole bunch of that bread, that cinnamon bread that they have. XCN, that's right. Sorry about that. Let me look at XCN for you. I don't think anything has happened with XCN, but we'll still take a look at it for you. Yeah, for XCN, we're just still waiting for this breakout. It is still, yeah, we need a breakout over 1 cent 20, and then once that happens, 2 cents 40 would be in play, which is retesting its 618, right? Shorter time frame. Yeah, 2 cents 40 would be 618 retracement. And then once that breaks, we could take a look at it on the macro time frames. But just keep in mind, again, you're still getting stuck here in resistance. So previous resistance, now flip support, you really need to stay over this level. Otherwise, you are going to come back down to this low. Eric says Zebic. Yeah, Zebic is doing pretty good. We're getting this recovery rally. Right now, it did stay over. You see how it's been consolidating in this area? This is perfect. So it's still macro bullish. I would say bearish if we break below 2035. I think we're fine. But right now, 47 and 1.5 cents is still in play for Zebic. So nothing has really changed from our last video. And it's not like you're overbought. It's not like you're oversold. So, I mean, anything goes right now. Because it's easy, and this is so important. When we look at the indicators, it's easy to be like, hey, the RSI is extremely overbought. So just be careful. We might get one final move up, or we might get some sort of some sort of correction, which we do every single time, right? So every single time the RSI is overbought, we get some sort of correction, right? This time you came down. This time you actually held the 236382, and you had that continuation. And this time you're holding the 236382. So I'm hoping that this time you also have this giant move up. So you didn't necessarily come down to these lows. Mozzie TV, what's up? Welcome to the live stream, man. BTC kind of pumping. Hope all is well. Yeah, hope all is well with you too, man. Do you have a YouTube channel or something? Is that what Mozzie TV is? You sound like one of those people that does like prank videos. Mozzie TV. Kenneth, that sounds good. Thank you. You're welcome. Eric, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Eric's got a wife and he's a crypto millionaire, and she doesn't have to work for life because he's got so much money in crypto. He's got that BTC money. Check out this XTZ. Oh, is that Tezos? I used to have Tezos back in the day. Yeah, I know what XTZ is. Dude, it's 68 cents. That's crazy. This thing got listed on Coinbase around like 88 cents a dollar. And I remember it went up to like $6, right? Yeah, it went up to like $6, $8. I sold it at $2, or I sold it at $1.90 or something, and then of course it went up. I made like $300 on it or something. Didn't it also get a contract with like the French government back in the day? Eric says thanks. You are absolutely welcome. I think they only allow 5% unlock. Thanks so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Feel free to always ask. Feel free to always request update videos. And let me just comment just so we can. Usually it's fine if you comment on the videos and say, hey, can you give me an update? Because if you don't show up, I'll just make a video like I do on the live streams anyway. And then I'll clip it and I edit it and post it afterwards. And then I reply to your comment so you get notified. And I'm like, hey, by the way, the video's up. So then you could go check it out. So that's how the channel works, just FYI. Mozzie TV says, haha, oh, I'm right. You are some sort of like a prankster or something. 2 more dips coming, 510 and 2211. Oh yeah, October 5th and November 22nd. I think so. I don't know about the dates. I mean, you know more than me if you can actually call the exact dates. I can't. I do think that there is one more bigger capitulation coming that's going to get everybody out before we get alt season. I feel like that's how it is every single time, and that's exactly what shook me out of XLM the first time. Because keep in mind with XLM and back when BTC was running, we were like literally in the same, it felt the same. I remember it felt the same, which is also why I don't want to put my other 10K in, because I just think we are going to get another, dip. Okay, so you want Tezos, XTZ. Actually, let's make a video on it. Oops. Taking a look at Tezos XTZ on the live stream as I look up the Lotus car. I don't know. I've never looked up that car, so I don't know why I got that ad. Anyway, so for Tezos, unfortunately, on the macro time frame, we are still bearish under 94 cents. And then I'd say bullish over $1.45 once that breaks. You're looking at retesting around $3 for a 618 retracement. Now, can it go past that? Can it go higher? Can it make all-time highs? We'll just have to reassess the situation once we do get these breakouts and once the price action stays over these areas of resistance, because we need that breakout. If we don't, then we're going to get something like this where we come up, exactly what happened last time. We come up, we get stuck, come back down. We come up, get stuck, come back down, and at that point we need to reassess, and then that way we can see what the next targets are on the upside. But that's pretty much it for Tezos. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. Yeah, so it doesn't look bad, but also it is still bearish. So it's still bearish as long as it's under 97 cents. So although it might look like it wants to break out, I would say something like Toshi looks more like it's going to break out. Because look at Toshi. Like a chart that looks like this, you're already up here. Now imagine Tezos. Tezos, it's doing exactly this, but it's all the way at the low and it's under the 236. So it's still bearish. But you got a coin like Toshi that's literally about to break its 786? No, 618. It's about to break its 618, and you're still making higher highs and higher lows. But when you look at XTZ, it's all the way down at the lows. So, and let me know if I missed anyone's coins. 2K forever. Welcome. Thank you so much for the subscribe. I've never seen you in my life. Kenneth says 446,000 average entry is 3038. That's not bad. Thank you so much. You're absolutely welcome. Moonwell. We actually need to take a look at Moonwell because we need to make a video on it. So let's take a look at Moonwell. Taking a look at Moonwell on the live stream. So unfortunately, right now we did break down below the 236382. We did need to really stay over this area. However, right now it is unfortunately bearish. So we do need to get over 2 cents 30 and at least get price action back into resistance. Technically speaking, you are still making this higher. You're still maintaining this uptrend. You're also making higher highs. So I guess it is still bullish on the macro time. Well, it is still bullish on the macro time frame. But on the shorter time frame for Moonwell, you do need to break 2 cents 30, 3 cents 20. 5 cents would be in play, and then once that breaks out, we could start looking at the bigger targets on the upside for price discovery and a breakout. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Did I bought Toshi at 3025 and sold it at 3077-ish? Yeah, it was a good coin. Damn, so you bought it when it was just listed on Coinbase, huh? Because I think that's when they listed on Coinbase, right? It was like back here. I remember that. And then it went up. Yeah, it was like back here. Yeah, dude. That's not bad. But, I mean, now it's going back to where you sold it. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. You're welcome. BTC looks like it wants to touch 115, 116 range tonight. I don't know. Let's see. Unless you have a 618 retracement. Which you did here. Now imagine if that's the case here. How crazy would that be? Oh no. Dude, that is... Look at that. Oh no. Oh no. No, no. Yo, that's not good. This is exactly why we look at it. Because we are literally stuck at resistance right now. We might get one final wake up. If we don't break out, we're coming back down. It's really that simple, unfortunately. Oh, that's not good. Why'd you show me that? Virtual protocol. It was during the April crash. Yeah, I got in XCN, Zebic, Ethereum, BTC are on my coins. Well, you're smart because you have BTC. And I guess arguably Ethereum. So you got Ethereum at $1,200, man? Dude, good for you. Bro, oh, sorry, $1,400, right? It was 14. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. I remember I was like, I'll buy at $1,200. And it never broke $1,200. I remember I deposited money into Coinbase at the time because I had Coinbase still before I freaked out on them because they farmed me. Anyway, so I remember I had I put in money to buy 15. Yeah, it was like 15 Ethereum at $1,200, and it never went there, dude. Do you realize that 15 Ethereum, and then if it went up to like $4,000, how much is that, bro? That would have been 40 times 20. So what is that? 60. That's like 60 grand. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll take 60 grand all day. What did I miss? Okay, look at stats. What's up, high on speed? There we go. Let's look at the Lamborghini Huracan. Our Lamborghini Huracan. Stats. Okay, let's take a look at stats. No, that's not the right. Where is that? I don't know. Is it a meme coin? Like what do you want? Stats or actual stats? What's up? Free Lightning's in the house. Let's go. FI, this is my first bull market. Yeah, make sure you don't give it all back, Mozzie TV. Seriously. From the bottom of my heart, I'm literally telling you, do not give it all back, because when the bear market starts, it is brutal. The market will literally suck you dry. It will literally like take all of the water out. It will take all of the water out of your body, and you'll turn into a vampire. Okay, sats. Oh, ordinals. I remember this coin. I remember when this thing came out, it went super parabolic. Yeah, it went from 7 zeros to 6 zeros overnight. For stats, ordinals. Wait, didn't Dogecoin Mars have something to do with this too? Right? Am I making that up, or was this something that had to do with Dogecoin Mars? Okay, so for stats, you have support at. We gotta fix the chart. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, it's not really respecting any fibs. That's weird. Unless this isn't the full chart. So I guess you have macro support at 7 zeros 19. No, yeah, 7 zeros 19 because it's at 7 zeros right now, right? Yeah, 7 zeros 19. And then as far as the targets on the upside, so hopefully we're done consolidating and we're actually putting in a bottom here. You can see we are getting stuck at the 236382 at 707 to 6016. So you do have resistance here at this area. And then once you break out, I'd stay bullish until 6026, and then a breakout will obviously undo this entire move. But you're still making lower highs and lower lows, and you're validating this downtrend. So you do need to get a breakout. Keep in mind this also does coincide perfectly with the downtrend, so you do really need to get a breakout of this area. If not, best case scenario, you come back up here, get stuck, and come back down, make a lower low. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Oh, let's see. The fact that it went down to 1400 when BTC was all-time high is criminal. Yeah, I know. Dude, man. Oh, I shouldn't. I wouldn't have known. I mean, I was happy with $1,200, and it went to 1350. Because think about it, man. Like at 15 Ethereum, it would have been like another $1,500, and I just had a perfect round number, like $1,200, 15. That's like, you know, that's however 17K or whatever it was at the time. I don't remember. Perfect. That's fine. I'll buy 15 Ethereum all day. And it never went down that low. But we did call it. I mean, we did say, hey, this is a generational bottom. I just got greedy. I wanted to get in for cheaper. You're welcome, High on Speed. I drowned in the bear market. Yeah, I did too. With so I made my money with Shiba Inu last time. I don't know if you were here for my story, but every once in a while I tell it because obviously I get new people all the time. But I made my money with Shiba Inu last cycle, and then basically gave it all back and more, and a little bit more, with my coin that I so deeply believed in. I mean, if I show you the chart, you're gonna absolutely throw up, sick to my stomach. Yeah. So I gave it all back, in the course of like 5 years. Unfortunately, not a good feeling, but especially when your coin that I sold back in June though at 550, so I'm kind of happy, but I'm not because I feel bad for everyone that's still in. But I hope it goes up, but then I'll feel bad because I sold. Anyway, it's like a really messed up situation, but we just put in all-time lows around like 11 hours ago. So in my mind, I'm like, dude, like if I kept holding this coin, I would even be down even more. Like in the last 5 years or 6 years that I held this coin, because I kind of bought it when it first came out and I didn't sell and I held it and I held the entire way down. It's like, dude, my portfolio would have been on the ground right now. And that's why we're never buying anything other than Bitcoin next cycle. Free Lightning says, can we look at Avantis? Yes, we can. Yes, sure. Best mod in the world. So is Silver Days, in case he's here. You guys are both great. No, you guys are both great, but yeah. Let's see. What is it? AVNT. Yeah, Avantis. Yeah, so for Avantis, I guess, let's see. Taking a look at Avantis, AVNT, on the live stream. So we did get a bounce from this area of support. I know the last video did sound a little like bearish. A couple comments were like very bearish, but it's just what I see. I mean, we're not always gonna agree on everything, which is fine. Trust me, I'm saying this from a place of like, hey, I hope you take profits on the way up, and I hope you don't get absolutely wrecked and buy tops or sell bottoms, right? So I do think that we did get a bounce, and we are getting stuck at this previous area of support as resistance at this point. You do need price action over $1.24, which is too early to call. What you don't want to see is coming back down and validating this downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows. You really want to see a breakout over this area, price action over this, and then you could say, hey, this breakout is in play at a $2.91, and then the macro target on the upside at that point will be around $5 and then $12 and so on. We'll take a look at it once we get to that point. But that's pretty much it for the targets as of right now for Avantis. It is still macro bullish on the bigger time frame. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Let's see. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? No, I did not. We've been live for an hour now. Let's go. 23 people. 23 people. You guys have nothing to do. It's at 7:30 p.m. Unbelievable. It's okay. I get it too, man. I'm trying to get rich, right? If we ain't rich, then we ain't got nothing to do. I get it. Damn. We gotta look at Cookie DAO. Yeah, the problem is these coins aren't doing anything either. Taking a look at Cookie DAO on the live stream. So for Cookie DAO, we did find support here at 9 cents 90. So nothing has actually happened from the last video that we made. Targets on the upside are still valid, which is we need to get a breakout over this area of resistance and invalidate this downtrend. We can't come up and tag this downtrend as resistance, which actually falls in resistance, and then come back down, make a lower low. At that point, once 990 breaks, then the next support is 690, but we don't need to worry about that yet because it hasn't happened yet. So best case scenario is we break out of this downtrend and break through this area of resistance, and then we can start looking on the macro targets on the upside. That's pretty much it for Cookie DAO. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Free lightning for 3 beans. Fist bump, baby. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 3 beans, man. I really appreciate that. Let's go. 2K you for 2,000 for you, 2,000 for you forever. Is that supposed to mean something? Are you about to super chat me $2,000? Thank you. Let's see, virtuals. Damn, it actually didn't go up. It actually broke down. Damn, we do need to redraw our targets right now. That's not good. Let's see. Can you look at Arrow, bud? Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Damn, the Dawn. He was, I think you were one of my first subscribers. You used to come to a live stream when I didn't even have a chair, man. Yeah, we've come a long way. Yeah, it's been a while. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we might have an old chart on here. No, we don't have an old chart, but yeah, Arrowbud's actually not doing anything. It's a complete gamble. You already know that. Pretty good lock liquidity to market cap ratio. You're still, oh wait, yeah, you're still bearish under 208, bullish over 1 cent 30, 2 cents 50s in play. You're looking at 387% and around over a 10x, back up to its all-time high. So 50 million market cap. So not bad, but again, what you don't want to see is breaking below this area. You'll take consolidation, accumulation, and establishing a floor all day before, before making a lower low. That would be very bearish, because at that point, if you do, then you're validating this downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows. So you're coming up on it, so you really want to see consolidation and eventually a breakout over 1 cent 30 and 2 cents 50. So that's pretty much it for Arrowbot. Have you looked into using a prop firm? No, I have not. Sharon says Orchid and throws up. Could start a support group for the last 3 or 4 years bear market. I was up so high, just trying to recover. Also a slow bleed. Yeah, I feel you. It's brutal. It's very brutal. The bear market will suck you into the shadow realm. Oh my god, my cat's been scratching my freaking chair. Oh, wow. I guess we're going to have to actually sit back on boxes. Oh, no. Hey, buddy, you can't. What are you? He's trying to like bite through my seat. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's pretty crazy. Hopefully you guys can't see the hair on my shirt. I should have probably lint rolled. Uh, anyway, it's dark, so I highly doubt you can see it. Yes, we should start a support group, and hopefully we can all make it out of here. Yeah, bro, it's been a minute. Love your content as always. I follow you on Instagram too. Let's go. Thank you so much for the follow on Insta. Yeah, I always like post all my schedules and stuff. And then like when I go live streaming, I always post that just to let everybody know that follows, hey, I'm going to be live streaming today. Or if I'm not going to live stream, I'm going to be like, hey, the schedule changed. But that way you guys know like when I'm live streaming, because I watch another streamer and I wish I knew when he live streamed. I'm not going to say who, because I don't want to be negative, but I like as somebody that watches him, obviously, like I don't think that's bad, because I'm like, yeah, I want to watch you, so like it just, I wish you told me when you went live. But so like that's why I do it. What's your Instagram? It's just Cryptomia Analysis. It's on the channel too. Yeah, it's just Cryptomia Analysis. And I post all the videos on there too. I'm trying to monetize on everything, man. I'm trying to monetize on like all the platforms. Right now it's only YouTube, but it would be nice to monetize on the other platforms, because yeah, that would be very nice. It took me from November of 2023 to June of 2024 to monetize. So I was literally making content and I didn't get paid anything, and I was doing it all for free basically, just to be able to monetize on my channel, which was insane. So it took me November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 8 months, 6 to 8 months to monetize. My first paycheck was on July 22nd of 2024. Oh, look, I got a new follower. Let's go. Damn, this guy. Yo, you're yoked as... What the... Whoa, man. Hey, whoa. What is... Look at this guy, dude. He's got the Porsche. He's got the Anubis. He's got the Egyptian tattoos. Damn, man. This guy's ballin'. Yo, I gotta buy whatever coin you have. Yo, what coin you got? I gotta... Everybody follow this guy, man. This guy's got it going on. Bro, if you sold cars, you would be able to sell any car. You would be... Dude, bro, I would buy any car from you. Oh, and you're monetized on... Here, I'll follow you back. And you're monetized on Instagram, because you have 10K followers. Let's go, man. If you sold cars, man, you would be able to sell me anything. Like, it's like, you know, those Instagram reels where it's like, oh, like, no credit, no worries. Oh, 632 months, $1,400 car payments. No, don't worry about that. Don't read that. Dude, that's so funny. That's awesome. I just followed you. Oh, you're general service manager at Audio Dealership. Oh, okay. Let's go. Hey, what do you be honest? What do you think about Mercedes? Like, are Mercedes good cars? We got a car guy in the chat. Let's go. Just made my day. Let's go, dude. I hope we make it. I think you'll make it. See, I knew Mozzie TV. Like, it just sounded like you had like, you know, you had something that like was extra. So let's see. Something tells me Vision is done for a while. No, I think he's fine. I think he'll be back. I think he's just taking a break. Maybe he had to he had to get his car fixed, or he has like life going on, you know. Maybe live streaming every single day is very exhausting. Dude, I live stream 3 days a week and it's already pretty exhausting. But then again, I do work on the weekdays, so it's a little bit different. I don't know, like, who knows? He might have another job, and imagine if he does have another job and he's like, and he's live streaming every single day. That, like, that's commitment and that's an absolute grind. So we just don't know. Do you think now is a good time to re-enter KeyCat? I don't know, but we could take a look at it. I like when people ask that. Like, do I think? I don't know. Let me give you my opinion, though. Because obviously you have to look at the indicators. You have to look at whether it's oversold, overbought, and all this stuff, right? So for KeyCats, if I was buying KeyCat, yeah, I think it wouldn't be that bad of an area to re-enter, because not only did you already hit oversold, but generally speaking, when you do go down this low, at least the last couple of times that we did, which is really important, you need to look at this stuff. It did mark some sort of bottom, right? So you marked a bottom here and you started going up. You marked a bottom here and then you had a nice move up. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to go up forever, right? You might go up to a certain point, which is why we look at areas of resistance. But if your dollar cost average is down, and if it doesn't matter if you're just accumulating, then yeah, like right now, look, we already hit oversold, and the price action is relatively close to where it actually bottomed, right? So you might get some sort of bullish divergence where you make a lower low and you make a higher low on the RSI, and then that marked the bottom, and we could start moving up from there. But if you're asking if I would buy right now, and if I'm dollar cost averaging down, just based on those few indicators and the fact that you came down and retested this previous area of resistance as support, yes, I would. And I hope that made sense. Now, for example, if you came in here and you were like, hey, should I buy when the RSI is up here? Like, oh, hey, should I buy KeyCat? I'd be like, no. And I'd be right, because you're buying the top. So a lot of people get mad, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's a scam coin, or blah, blah, blah. Like, because I'm in Dogecoin Mars, which is I guess it's Mercedes compared, based on what Mozzie said. So it's a Mercedes. So I'm in Dogecoin Mars, which is like complete gamble, and I understand that. But a lot of people like buy the top, and then they're like, oh my God, like Dogecoin Mars is a scam. It sucks. Well, you had an opportunity to get out. You had an opportunity to make like 30 to 80% in most cases, but we're moon boys. We don't want 30 to 80%. We want it to finally go up and make that higher high, which I get because I'm the same way. And that's exactly why I still held my Dojo on Mars when my 10K went to 77 and then all the way back down to 8.8 for whatever reason, right? You're buying a shitcoin basically Harvard G-Wagon is okay. Damn. So not a GLA. So like, damn, okay, that's good to know. I feel like, so like in my life I've had BMWs. I've never had an Audi. But I've had a BMW before. I've never had Mercedes. And man, those German cars are just so, like the foreign cars, very nice, very smooth. I just don't like the repairs. I don't like the fact that the repairs and the maintenance, not even the maintenance, just the repairs. Like it costs so much money to repair like the water pump. Like I don't even know how many. Like the thermostat went out on it once, and it was like $800. A couple other big car expenses for BMW. That's why I never went with another foreign car after that. I had a i300, 330i. Yeah, it was a 330i. Such a nice car. But so whenever I think of Mercedes, BMW, and Audi, I just think of like, okay, or even Volkswagen, I just think of like, hey, like if anything goes bad on this car, like it's gonna cost a lot of money to repair, and I hate that. I'd rather buy complete garbage coins and hope to become a millionaire rather than to throw that money into like car repairs, which is why now I actually drive a Toyota Corolla. Oh man, that's pretty funny. You can't go wrong with that, man. It gets you from point A to point B. I don't know what to say. I saw your Instagram. I feel like the judge. I feel the judging coming at me right now, and I get it. I get it. I wish I could do the Porsche, but I gotta wait until my coins go up. I gotta wait until I hit this bull run. I gotta wait. No, but seriously, oh man, it's funny because when we're all bullish, like that's when we start looking at cars, or at least me. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll have like $200,000 to $300,000 to play with based on how much money, where like when I want to get out, and it's like, ooh, what do I want to buy? Maybe I'll buy a Lamborghini. Let's see. Yeah, a break could be like a month though. I would put every cent on my bank account into a bet that he doesn't have another job. I 100x leverage short on Solana on the fake pump. Ouch. Oh my gosh. Bro, are you okay? You can't be listening to him for years and think he actually does something else on the side. Or he might just be really good at, like, he might do like, what do you call it? Like, people at night, they deal with warehouse, like warehouse work. Like he could do warehouse, and then like he could go to sleep and then wake up, and then bam. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. He could do that. Appreciate your opinion. Thank you. Yeah. So for KeyCat, again, if you're the one that asked for KeyCat, I like KeyCat because I have cats, obviously, and it's crypto meow analysis. Like I obviously like cats. I do like this coin, and unfortunately, I don't have Coinbase anymore, even though I think I'm going to ask them if I can open it again. But this is one of the coins too. So along with Dog and Me, Toshi, KeyCat, very small market cap. This also is a 25 million market cap. It's a 25 million market cap. Yeah, 27, and it's almost fully diluted, just like Dog and Me. So very good plays in my opinion, and both aren't going to zero, right? Both are pretty good, pretty solid charts. It can get pricey, yeah, I know, and I hate it. I absolutely hate car repairs. I think it's such a waste of money, but I do it. I have to do it. I'm gonna head out now, Eastern time. Yeah, it's like 7, 8, 9, 10. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm in West Coast. I'm in the West Coast. I'm with Mozzie TV over here. I'm chilling. It's 7:46. I'm gonna head out now. See you later, Free Lightning. I respect it though. It's always better than to be trapped into payments. Yeah, exactly. I really, really, really don't want to have car payments. High insurance. Like I pay like $300 every 6 months through Geico for my car insurance. Like you can't beat that, dude. I was gonna say you're going right. You're doing the right thing. When I bought the Porsche 911, dude, that's so awesome though. After a while, it was like the most stupid investment. Yeah, but like that's pretty. I don't know. I like cars, and I feel like you understand that. Like I love cars, man. I really got into the Toyota 86s, and like in modifying it, and the whole carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber trunk. I did that, and I was just like, oh man, I was just like spending so much money on my cars, and I was like, you know what? Especially here in California, like, I'm like, dude, like my wife and I were like, hey, we gotta figure out a way to like be able to like afford to, buy a house, because that's like, that's our next biggest thing right now is to buy a house. And unfortunately, here in California, especially where we are, which I'm not gonna say, but it's just so expensive. So it's like, what are we gonna do to make this happen? Okay, so I sold my car. She sold her car. She had a really nice SUV, and I had a really nice limited edition 86, and we both sold it. And then I bought one car, and we've been driving that since like 2023. So, and we still can't even buy a house, not yet at least. But it's just brutal. Like it's like, so now we're like, okay, so like maybe we should move out of state, because at least we could then build equity. But California is so messed up. right now. Let's go. He's opening Coinbase. I have to email them. I'll send you the email if you're in Vision's Discord. I'm gonna email them. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm emotional when it comes to this because you guys farmed me. No, I'm not gonna write that. I'm gonna be professional, obviously. Look at that. My computer knew. Like, I've never looked at this car. I said Toyota 86, and it literally. Do you see this? Yo, am I crazy or what? I didn't even like. I've never looked at this car, and it just came up. That's crazy. When we go big on crypto, we are buying something crazy. I don't care. Yeah, seriously, I'm down. Based on my like my exposure right now and where I'm taking profits, where I have my sell orders, we're looking at maybe up to 250 to 300K if I make it, if it hits all the targets. I know that's not a lot, but also I don't have a lot in right now. So if I do put in my other 10K, which I'm waiting, then it'll be different. Then it'll be double that. Or no, triple that. Because my targets won't change. I'll negotiate the deal. Let's go. California is overpriced. It is. Also got a RV for $19,000 for a decent mobile home. I can't do that. We have like 2 cats. We have 2 cats and we have a lot of stuff. So there's no way we can do an RV or a mobile home. You took action. That's dope. You will though. Yeah, it's just temporary. Like temporary. Cause like I love cars, man. I love going fast. I've driven stick shift my entire life, so I'm ready. I'm ready for that Lambo. Not a Lambo. I'm ready for like a very high end car, even higher than a Lambo, right? I'm ready to get into something really nice, but what is it? Is it the S8? Audi S8, right? Audi S, or is it the S3? No, it's the S8, right? No, the S8 is the long sedan, which is what am I thinking of? The i8? Yeah, the Audi i8. Oh, R8. That's what I'm thinking of. The R8. Dude, those are nice. These are so nice. I wonder, do they come in a stick shift? Yeah, MSRP is like 158,000, but these are so nice, man. I remember like a couple of years ago, there was one that was parked. I was like, bro, that is gonna be my car one day. But then, obviously it changed. But those are very nice. Let's see. Oof. I also switched to canned food and got my own chicken. Also got power. Oh my gosh, you're like, bro. Hey, if the apocalypse happens, can I come to your place? Can we come to your place? My cats will keep the mice away from the food. It's because your mic is on. What do you mean? My mic is on. My favorite is RS6. SA is the long car. RS5, R8. Callie, I feel you. I'm in this beautiful prison too. Yeah, seriously. Beautiful prison though. I was looking at houses in Florida, and I really want to move to Florida. And I think that would be very, very, very nice. But it rains all the time there, and I don't know. We're still figuring it out. Trying to figure out where we want to go. R8 is such a blank boy car. What? Yo, R8, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Bro, look at this. Oh, can I show you this without like giving you my information? Yeah, can I show you this? Oh, wow. Look at this. Wow. Come on. Like, really? Yo, you can't tell me this doesn't look. Oh my god. I want to drive this. That's crazy. Imagine if I pull up. Imagine if I have a camera on there. Like when I make it and I start like vlogging in the car. That's definitely possible. If I make it and if I could buy a nice car, I will, because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. We're gonna be vlogging, and Mozzie, I don't know how long you've been in the channel, but the next cycle, this channel is going to be, we're only going to be Bitcoin maxis. So all my, like, not all my profits, I'm putting like a certain amount of money away, where it's probably going to be like between 50 to 100. And I have a Robinhood. And what we're going to do is when we, here, I guess let me show you. So when Bitcoin has big dips and big pullbacks, and when the RSI hits extremely oversold, which keep in mind, this is on the daily. So here, 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 and so on. We're going to be looking at all of these. So when you're in a bull run, you make higher lows when the RSI hits oversold. But when you're in a bear market, you make lower lows, okay? So during the bear market, when you make lower lows, which is here, here, here on the daily, you make lower lows, and it does mark a bottom, generally speaking. I'm going to be buying Bitcoin like $1,000 to $1,000 at a time on the daily. And then these bigger lines that I have drawn are because we're going to be maximizing and doubling down when the weekly RSI hits extremely oversold, which you can see happens very few times, right? This is when theoretically it marks a bottom, a generational bottom before it makes the next higher high, right? Even here, back here, back here, back here. So, and it coincides perfectly with the RSI being extremely oversold on the weekly. Anyway, because you're new, I'm explaining it to you just to let you know, like, that's going to be the transition of the channel. Obviously, we're still going to look at your guys' coins, but me personally, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging down and buying and making content, only buying Bitcoin next cycle, because I think the channel will grow. I think it'll do good, but I'll be a Bitcoin maxi. I'm so sick and tired of buying meme coins and buying like utility coins and things like that. Like, if I had put my 32 or 40 grand 5 years ago into Bitcoin, which is back here, I would have had like more than 200, 300K right now, right? Because I was in Bitcoin back here. So back in 2018. Yeah. This is where I bought XLM, which I also messed up on. But this is where I bought XLM. So like I would have had, more than that. Like 30 grand would have been 300, like after taxes, 250, 300K. And then bear market, I would have done the same thing. And then bull market, we would have been selling on the way up. But that's going to be my game plan for this next cycle. And which is why you see these indicators and what I have written down, because the chart is saved, and this is what we're going to base it off of. So given that 124 was the high, if it doesn't, then we do need to reach out the targets of support. But anyway, yeah, that's what this is going to transition to. So yeah, dude, I'm in. Yeah, I know a lot of people are saying that, and I'm with you. I have my Robinhood app. I'm gonna be putting it on the screen, and I'm gonna be making videos and explaining my thoughts on why I'm buying, showing the indicators, showing previous price history, showing exactly why I think that if not marking the bottom, we marked some sort of bottom because we are extremely oversold. But that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I drive them and they are so dope. Let's go. That's good to hear. Reminds me of an old Nissan GTR. Not even. You're joking, right? A Nissan GTR, it just seems like it's so much more wider. Yeah, I don't like the GTR at all. I think I don't like it at all, especially for 120,000. No way. I've made so much cash just trading perps on altcoins, buying BTC at 50K drop. I'm sticking to the head and shoulders pattern. That's in the edge. That's in the edge of happening. That's good. Good for you, man. I've made so much money, and I've also lost so much money, so I can't really say that. Like I always like to say, making money is one thing, but keeping it is another. So definitely take profits, keep something so you could at least show something for your hard work and for all the stress of like holding during these big dips. Damn, we've been live for an hour and a half now. Usually we only live stream for an hour. So I think with that being said, that's pretty much it. I think that's the lesson of the bear market and loss. BTC Maxi, same. Yeah, I'm only going to be BTC Maxi, and we're going to know, in my opinion, the bear market starts if we don't make a higher high, and if we break below 100,000. I do think we are in for a deeper correction. And if it was 124K, I think the bear market is going to push Bitcoin back somewhere between 33 and 44. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to buy on the way down, especially when it hits oversold, because we're dollar cost averaging down and I'm only putting in $1,000 at a time. But I think that with it breaking below 108 and 124 being the high, 33 to 44 would be like the lowest it can go before we get the next alt season. So anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. Thank you so much for everything. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It's all simply just my opinion, nothing more. And this is just for entertainment purposes. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for your support. I will be live again on Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time after work. Have a great night. Have a great Wednesday tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys in the next live stream.